DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And, David, I feel like every week defense is
makes the grab in their space.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the wide receiver screen. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. It's complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down.
Sweep. Booster. Ready, go.
4th down, Manning. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Manning to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
It's complete to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And
here's a little room there. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Talk talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Rock, rock, rock. Where did he go?
Here's Arch to throw. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Taylor wants to throw it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We're going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Arch Madness. Coleman's got it on the right side. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Let's see what they've got on second down. Reading the option, it's Taylor. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Cotton. Stop is... But it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Taylor wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, Dave.
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Throwing Manning. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The option, he'll keep it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't...
Makes the grab and room to run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? Looking for a huge play. He's got it! Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Manning. Stepping to the right. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The keeper on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Connection to the right. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. There's a crease. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Taylor wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good home.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the right. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Blue Devils, chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Catching up with Coach Levy at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The short hands, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a grab at the 10. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking for room. It's Smothers. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It's Simon. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Fires on the move. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots up.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They go play action with Manning. He lets it fly. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying. All over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finding some room. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll run it with Wilson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. From the gun, the ground game. Defense makes a stand as their clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air, trying to set up the screen. Sweet cut there. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coach.
Maybe a crease. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A pick six.
how fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's Manning to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards through the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Cotton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. The 40. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's Arch to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Cotton. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeper. And he's dragged down.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not